top headlines. Manipur Sangai Festival all set to commence from today, the 21st November. Clashes erupt at Kurai Lamlong Bajar as IDPs protest against Sangai Festival celebration. Retired MPS officer Akoijam Santikumar killed by nephew, killer commits suicide. Mohan Bhagwat meets Janajati leaders in Imphal, calls for unity for lasting peace. Manipur police probes assault on senior officer during protests. Manipur forces wipe out fresh poppy fields as crackdown expands. Miss Mexico Fatima Bose wins Miss Universe contest after host insult drama. Hello, welcome to ELITETV's Prime Time English News Bulletin. I'm your host, Deemita. Now the news in detail. Amidst the ongoing several mass protests of the internally displaced persons being led by Kokomi, the Manipur state government is all set to inaugurate the Sangai Festival celebration at Hatta Kaungjibung under Imphal district from today, the 21st November. The event is scheduled to continue till 30th of this month, and the inaugural event is set to commence from 5 p.m. today at the Bhaigachandra Open Air Theatre Palace compound. The main venues of the Sangai Festival, which is being organized by the State Tourism Department, are Hapta Kaungjibung, Both, Kumanampak Sports Complex, City Convention Center, MSFTS, Classic Grande, Iboyama Sanglen, Wangkai Thangapat, Cherauching, Kangla Fort, Kaungjibung, Mapal Kaungjibung, Mau, Kaibul Makha Lekai, Loktak Lake, and Kuman Lampag Archery Ground. Security measures have been beefed up in and around the main venues of Sangai Festival to prevent any untoward incident. Mass protests have been held at various places across the state today, the 21st November, as announced by Kokomi, denouncing the state government's plan to proceed with the celebration of Sangai Festival 2025. Numerous IDPs taking shelter at various relief camps under Imphal district today gathered at Kurai Lamlong Bajar, where they were confronted with security forces. Manipur police forces resorted to firing of tear gas cells to disperse the protesters, and tussles ensued between the protesters and the state security forces. Clash erupted between the protesters and security forces when protesters attempted to march towards the festival venue, leading security personnel to deploy tear gas cells to disperse the advancing crowd. Imphal district DSP, who was detained by the protesters, has been released after understanding from both sides, while protesters agreed to free the second on condition that security forces would not interfere with their continued road blockade. We will continue the protest until and unless the government decides to withdraw from organizing the festival, protesters stated. The demonstrations drew displaced families from multiple relief camps across Imphal, including Sawombung and Sajiwa relief camps. Protesters have condemned the festival's timing, arguing that celebration while thousands remain displaced represents profound insensitivity to their plight. The Sangai Festival, Manipur's premier cultural event, is set to commence today and is scheduled to run through November 30. However, the state's displaced population views the festivities as disconnected from the harsh reality facing families who have lost their homes during the ethnic violence that has gripped the region.
Sida lai bireba mayam je inmate sing je atopa relief camp dagi sombung dagi sajiwa relief camp dagi adogidi loina longada dagi adedi Chuchampur gi kan hoisu lapiri mayam laga khoi sida lai mira pulap pulaga akhoi apunba committee akhoi pulap relief camp apunba relief camp gi oina pulap tawsa bane sida khongjang je changjan mina baje khoi mayam je aduga akhoi ki khongjang ji di Sangai festival loi dibok tu khongjang di dom changjan daga ni aduga Sangai festival kari gumba ngasi loi sanjare haina moina oda tolaba adu tadi akhoi khongjang lepe.
In support of the Kokomi's call for mass protests against the state-level Sangai festival, local residents of Nomaibung area also came out and staged a sit-in protest at Nomaibung, Nambam, Chutek, denouncing the state government's move to celebrate the Sangai festival. Protesters were seen holding placards written with various slogans including "Rights First, Tourism Later," "Do not mislead the world," "Mr. Governor, displays life matter, not empty festival." Speaking in connection with the sit-in protest, one protester, Manika Ningtojam, stated that it is very unfortunate that the state government is organizing the Sangai festival when the state continues to reel under unrest and turmoil for the past 2.5 years. She raised the question whether organizing Sangai festival is more important than solving the current issues faced by the several thousands IDPs who continue taking refuge in relief camps, being unable to return back to their homes. Meanwhile, people of Kwakatil Takelambam Laikai also staged sit-in protest against the Sangai festival. Protesters raised various slogans condemning the state government and the central government's inactivity in solving the current crisis, but is busy in organizing the Sangai festival.
We condemn Sangai festival.
Retired MPS officer and former Deputy Superintendent of Police Akoijam Santikumar has been allegedly shot dead by his nephew today, the 21st November. AK Santikumar has been shot by his younger brother's son, Akoijam Kishan, aged about 25 years. As per report received by ELITETV, the killer, AK Kishan, has later committed suicide. The motive behind the incident remains unclear and investigations are continuing. A 2-day international conference on impact of unregulated and uncontrolled application of chemical fertilizers and pesticides on soil, fauna, human health, aquatic and terrestrial ecosystems 2025 being organized by Manipur International University has begun today at the Manipur Film Development Society Auditorium at Palace Compound. The event has been attended by Southern Federal University, Rostov-on-Don, Russia's principal scientist, Dr. Rajput Vishnu Dayal, the Dhanamandri University and Manipur Technical University's Vice Chancellor, Professor W. Chan Babu Singh, and Manipur International University's Vice Chancellor in charge, Professor Potsamam Kumar Singh. As a part of today's inaugural event, abstract book, souvenir and home journal were also released. Speaking on the occasion, the Dhanamandri University and Manipur Technical University's Vice Chancellor, Professor W. Chan Babu Singh, expressed that farmers and agriculturists take the help of various kinds of fertilizers and chemicals to boost their productivity. However, such means and procedures have a negative harmful effect on the health of the common masses. Hence, there is a need to create an awareness amongst the farmers community and the public in general, he added.
Okay, they need to produce more and more quantity by using the limited available space and land. For that purpose, they always look for fertilizers. Now, the impact of this fertilizer, the impact of this pesticide to the human population, to the farmer himself or herself, who is going to give this awareness?
RSS Sarsang Chalag Dr. Mohan Bhagawat interacted with Janajati leaders in Imphal on second day of his third 3-day visit to Manipur, urging collective efforts to strengthen unity, character building and social harmony for lasting peace and progress in the region. The interaction was followed by a traditional Manipuri lunch at Bhaskara Parba, where more than 200 representatives from various Janajati communities joined him, reflecting the spirit of social equality and mutual respect. Addressing the gathering, Dr. Bhagwat said the RSS is a social organization devoted to strengthening society and has no agenda against any community. He emphasized that the Sangh does not engage in politics nor controls any organizations, and its work is rooted in friendship, affections, and social harmony. He reminded the participants that a core need of the nation is unity, supported by leaders, governments, and institutions, but ultimately upheld by society itself. Highlighting the civilizational continuity of Bharat, he said studies show that genetic and cultural DNA of the people of Bharat remains the same for more than 40,000 years, providing a shared consciousness across diverse communities. Bharat, he said, is one civilizational family where unity does not require uniformity. A senior Manipur Congress leader has warned that the state needs a clear government-led plan to restore peace, not what he described as an emphasis on organizational outreach by the RSS during its chief ongoing visit. MPCC President Kaisham Meghachandra Singh said that the public had expected that the centre to announce a concrete plan for peace and restoration of normalcy as the state continues to face ethnic tensions, mass displacement and what he called an administrative collapse. Reacting to RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat's 3-day tour, K. Meghachandra Singh argued that a visit that prioritizes strengthening organizational growth while residents struggle with the aftermath of the violence sends the wrong signal at a critical time. He further stated that the turmoil cannot be resolved through ideological mobilization. Strengthening ideological organizations will not bring peace, he added, insisting the state requires a political roadmap, administrative accountability, and confidence-building measures. He added that the centre should outline steps for the safe return of displaced families, establish a unified command to manage the situation, and ensure responsibility for failures in governance. And now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
ESIC launches Spree scheme from 1st July 2025 to 31st December 2025. Who can register? Employers with 10 or more employees can register their unit and employees under the scheme through one-time registration, no past dues, no inspection, no penalties. For further query, visit ESIC office, DCBO, Imphal, Kaisampat Junction, Imphal West.
Nupi khudingmakna tingzang kaizang dana lairaba matamdata chaukat Bharat amadi shem sabadu mapung faragani.
माताओं बहनों बेटियों उनका जीवन पीढ़ियों को प्रभावित करने वाला, पीढ़ियों का निर्माण करने वाला जीवन होता है। एक बेटी का सामर्थ्य, उसकी शिक्षा, उसका कौशल सिर्फ परिवार ही नहीं, समाज की, राष्ट्र की
इकाई खुमना जरीब प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की लुचिंग मखादा नुपी सिंगी हकचेल फना थमनबगिदमक्ता अकनब कैंपेन अमा लैबाक सिनब थुंगना पांगथोकले। स्वस्थ नारी सशक्त परिवार तिंजंग काइजंग दब नुपी पांगल लैब इमुंग मसीगी मखादा लैबा सिनब थुंगना हकचेल कैंपेन सिंग पांगथोकजगनी। कैंपेन अशिगा पुंछन हंदुना निपान शुभ न्यूट्रिशन मन आसिसु होदो। अमदी प्रधानमंत्री मातृ वंदना योजना दा अप्लाई तौनबगिदमक अखनब रजिस्ट्रेशन पाइखतलगनी। अकुप्प मरोगिदमक अदोमगी अनक्पा आयुष्मान आरोग्य मंदिर, कम्युनिटी हेल्थ सेंटर, सरकारी हॉस्पिटल अमदी अंगनवाड़ी सेंटर का तानबी। तिंजंग काइजंग दब नुपी पांगल लैब इमुंग मशीनी चौखटप भारत अमगी युमफम।
अयहांगना ताइबंग खोंगदा जरखिबसे कुमजाली सिंगमगा समापल हुमफुद्रा 1970 मास के कुनिपाल लमतागिना कुनमाथोय निपानबा थांग जनमित के अयुक पुंग मापंदा अयहां ताइबंग फावरखी लोल लैजबा फिजे लैजबा लाइनिंग लैजबा Maitai Purupse, Amtadi Ninka Tamna, Lining Mika Pondavasu Oirasi.
Welcome back again. You're watching ELITETV's Primetime English News Bulletin. Manipur police has initiated criminal investigation after a woman protester allegedly assaulted Inspector General of Police John Wan Tempting Ngasangva and directed racial slurs at him during an unauthorized march linked to opposition against the Sangai Festival 2025. According to an official statement, a crowd of 50 to 60 Kokomi volunteers moved from Govindaji crossing towards Hapta Kaungjibung around 5:15 p.m. on November 28, despite prohibitory orders issued by the Imphal East District Magistrate. Officers, including women personnel, repeatedly attempted to block and disperse the group, but the situation escalated as protesters hurled water bottles and placards at police lines. The force reported that the IGP, who was supervising ground operation, was assaulted by a woman participant who was allegedly used derogatory racial language. A case has been registered at Porampat Police Station under supervision of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, including charges related to assault on a public servant, obstruction of duty, breach of security barricade, use of racial slurs and unauthorized movement towards a protected site. A coordinated security operation on November 28 cleared 10 acres of poppy cultivation deep inside Songlung village in Kangpopi district, marking the latest push against illicit plantations in Manipur's hill ranges. A joint team of Manipur Police, Assam Rifles and a CRPF located 3 separate cultivation sites, destroyed the crops and burned 3 farm huts along with tools and supplies found at the spot. The action followed a large-scale crackdown a day earlier when security forces and the Kangpopi Forest Division removed illegal poppy fields speared across the Phailenkot Makhan Hill ranges of the Kobru Reserve Forest. Manipur Police carried out 2 significant operations this week, resulting in the arrest of 4 and the seizure of narcotics, cash and materials believed to support drug trafficking networks. A major interception took place on November 20 at Pikomai district in Senapati district, where police arrested AI Mamun, 30 years of Batamari, Assam. Officers recovered 5 packets of WY tablets weighing 5.7 kilograms, along with a 4-wheeler vehicle, a mobile phone, a debit card, and Rs 1,420 in cash. Police said their seizure marks another step in restricting the flow of synthetic drugs through the state's transit routes. Cybersecurity experts on Thursday stressed the need for India to scale up investment in tools, training and defense systems as technology has become a decisive weapon in modern warfare, with battles now being fought on computers and networks. Speaking at the second conference on cybersecurity, digital forensic and intelligence organized by the National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology, NILIT, United Service Institutions of India's Brigadier Vivek Verma, retired, said the national target of creating 5 lakh cybersecurity professionals in 5 years was insufficient. He called for integrating cybersecurity into school curricula, military academics, and for creations of a dedicated cyber services cadres. 2 scientists from a top ocean institute will pilot a 28-ton indigenously built manned submersible up to 500 meters deep off Chennai coast early next year, marking India's entry in the coveted group of selected countries with such capabilities. India's own aquanauts Ramesh Raju and Jatinder Paul Singh from the National Institute of Ocean Technology (NIOT) will pilot the Matsya 6000 to unravel the mysteries of ocean as a part of India's deep ocean mission. India's Samudrayan project, spearheaded by the Ministry of Art Sciences, is also considered as a reflection of the spirit of self-reliance, as global tenders were issued twice to procure a manned deep-sea submersible, which ran into technology denials, prompting the government to develop the vessel in-house. The scientists believe that sending humans to explore the undersea would expand possibilities of new discoveries exponentially, and they are trained to make decisions on the spot. Miss Mexico was crowned Miss Universe in Thailand on Friday, November 21st. Today, strutting to victory after a beauty pageant's host had publicly just beside her among several dramatic missteps in the run-up to the final stage. Contestants from Ivory Coast, the Philippines, Thailand and Venezuela also made it to the final round, selected from more than 120 women vying for the title of Miss Universe in a contest considered one of the big four of global beauty pageants. For ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to the ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And now let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur Sangai Festival all set to commence from today, the 21st November. Clashes erupt at Kurai Lamlong Bazaar as IDPs protest against Sangai Festival celebration. Retired MPS officer Akoijam Santikumar killed by nephew, killer commits suicide. Mohan Bhagwat meets Janajati leaders in Imphal, calls for unity for lasting peace. Manipur police probes assault on senior officer during protests. Manipur forces wipe out fresh poppy fields as crackdown expands. Miss Mexico Fatima Bose wins Miss Universe contest after host insult drama. And that's a wrap for today. For more updates, keep watching ELITETV's English News. Thank you and have a great evening.